Welcome to Beyond Conscious Health. I am Melinda Love, a quantum living advocate for Solex. This is an app that you can use on your own phone, tablet, or laptop with the monthly membership. It is a biofeedback scanner and frequency generator with a series of programs that we can use to scan our energy and receive optimizing frequencies to balance our energy. If you're not currently signed up for the AOScan membership, there's a link in the description to sign up now and a link to a video that explains exactly how to get started. In this video, we will go over the comprehensive scan. So this scan scans and optimizes the frequencies of over 2,500 items in your body and produces a very detailed report, which I will get into later. You can choose to scan your arteries, chromosomes, connective tissues, ears, eyes, heart, lymphatic, muscles, nerves, organs, skeleton, and veins. So you can select or deselect any of these. To do the entire scan, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So you may not do this one as often. I do the full comprehensive about once a week. You can also just choose an area that you're targeting. Maybe you want to take a look at your ears or your heart. One that I look at more often is the skeleton, the vertebra. So if I'm going to the chiropractor, I might take a look at the vertebra to see what is energetically out of aligned before I go. You can also choose to have the software choose what to scan for you. So if you've done a recent inner voice scan and or a vital scan, you can choose to have this scan based off of the most recent inner voice or vitals, or a combination of both of them. I never use this one or this one, but the combined is going to have the software choose for you what needs to be scanned. And as you can see, it has chosen a number of things for me that it is suggesting that I scan and optimize the frequencies of. So this is a bit faster of a way if you'd like to do this on a daily basis and only scan for the things that are being pointed out that you should scan for based on your recent vitals or inner voice scans. So it's pretty intelligent. So when you're ready to scan, you just hit scan. When the scan is complete, you will hit optimize frequencies. And when the scan is done, you will look at your report. Now we're going to look at the reports. So you can choose the image report with all of these beautiful pictures that point to exactly what you're looking at. Or you can choose the table report. We will look at both, but let's start with the table report. So this is also what the report will look like if you don't have the AOScan and me or another practitioner has emailed you a report. So it will be a spreadsheet that looks something like this. So on the right is what's called the previous scan. So this is the results of your energy after the program scanned you. Over here, the current scan means what are the results of the scan after you received the optimizing frequencies. So remember, we scan and then we send the optimizing frequencies, which means once the program detects what is out of balance, it will send you the optimizing frequencies via scalar waves to help balance those things out. So on the left will be the after. So right is before, left is after. So you'll see here a number, a percent from ideal. So you want this to be lower. So the closer to 0, the better, which means it's most ideal. The closer it is to 100, the more out of balance it is. 100 would be completely out of balance. So you see here, it went from 44% out of balance to 34% out of balance. So overall, it got better. So the number system is similar to the vital scan number system. If you remember what that is, If not, let's go ahead and take a look at this number scale right here. So number 5, green, is normal, balanced, right in the middle. Blue, 4 or 6, is slightly out of balance, mild. So any red number is critically out of balance. A number 1 is more acute or hasn't been going on as long. It's a possible diminished function risk. A 9 indicates something that is possibly chronic or has been going on longer, and a possible inflammation risk. The colors and numbers in between there are somewhere in between the normal and the critical range. So this same number scale applies to the comprehensive scan. So let's go back to this report. So we want to see that things have increased. So remembering that 5 is ideal. So an 8 went to a 6. So if something gets more out of balance, just remember that sometimes when an energy is balanced, that energy can be used temporarily somewhere else to help balance something else, and it will typically balance right back out. So that is when you see like a 5 going to a 3. We don't count that as getting worse. We look past that. So we want to see things like a 1 going to a 3, a 1 going to a 3. And this is a lot to look at. So if you want to make it easier, just look for anything that's double red, like right here. And if you want to keep an eye on it, maybe jot down the things that were double red. And the next time you do a scan, just kind of see if they're still double red, because we look for trends over time. We don't go by one scan and think that that means that we have this huge issue because something was double red on one scan. We want to look at trends over time. And to be honest with you, I barely ever look at the results of this comprehensive scan. I just scan, get the frequencies, and move on with my day. But if you're someone that likes to look at all of this stuff in detail, as you can see, there's plenty of this for you to go through. The list just keeps going on and on. So it is very detailed. Let's go ahead and look at the image report. So it's going to be the same thing as the table. The only difference is that it has an image that points to what it's talking about. Because the table, you might not know what something is or where it is in the body. I prefer to look at the image report so that I know exactly what I'm looking at. You will see the scan of the arteries, the chromosomes. A lot of this stuff, I don't even know what it is or what it means. It's just nice to know that it's being scanned and balanced for me. I don't need to know what any of this stuff is, because remember, anything that is out of balance, there will be an optimizing frequency that is sent to balance it. So again, I am just looking for things that are double red, and then I can follow the line to see where it's pointing at in the body. So it's really nice and very detailed and very accurate as well. I'll show you guys an example in just a minute of how accurate this actually is, but look at this, the eyes, the heart, muscles, your brain, nerves, organs, blood cells, more organs, teeth, skeleton. And look at the teeth, you guys. Look how detailed this is. You can actually balance the energy of your teeth. Same thing for the spine. Look at the spine. Veins. It's just so impressive to me. I love this stuff. So take a look at this example of my dad's eye. He had just been hit with a rock in the eye, and he lives in Virginia. I live in South Carolina. I decided to scan his eyes long distance to see if the scanner would pick up the injury. So this is his right eye, and it is 29% from ideal. No double reds, no double red ones to indicate this was something that just happened, a diminished function, nothing there. So let's take a look at the left eye, and we automatically see that this eye is 40% from ideal, so significantly more out of balance than the right eye, so I already know that the injury is in the left eye. Now I am looking for double reds, specifically double red ones, and here it is, the left cornea, right where my father was hit in the eye with the stone. There it is. So this scan was able to pick up on my father's injury. This is indicating that even after the frequencies, the energy was not able to balance out. And that made sense because he was hit very hard in the eye. He couldn't see at the moment. He thought he was going to lose his eyesight and all of that. So it is pretty incredible that this technology was able to pick up on that, especially from such a long distance away. But all of this is through the quantum field, so it doesn't have to be right in the same room. It can be anywhere in the world and it's still accurate. By the way, my father's eye did heal. He does have his sight back and everything is fine. But that is just an example of how powerful of an educational tool this is. If you want to learn more about the AOScan technology, please check out my complete AOScan demonstration video linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching.